Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to My Time. My name is Terry Toot, and today's show called The Sicilian Sensation. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about one of the top, probably one of the best guitarists in the world by the name of Matteo Mancuso. That's Matteo Mancuso. He's by far one of the most talented guitarists I've ever seen and heard in my lifetime. I mean, he's unbelievably talented, ladies and gentlemen. He's a classically trained guitarist from his father. We'll get into all that. I'm really excited about talking about him because I've seen his shows on YouTube. If you have not seen him, ladies and gentlemen, please look at him. And his band is just as good. Okay? They're very, very talented. We'll talk about him. All right? What else we have going on? The NBA season started on Tuesday. And then last night, my Knicks won, of course. So now they're 2-0. They play again Sunday in Miami. We have a huge slate of college football on today. It's getting to the nitty-gritty in the conferences. And we're going to see who's going to be number one in the conference. And they play a playoff. And then from there, it goes into the major playoffs with all the top conferences. So we'll talk about that. What else we got going on? Other than that, hey, we're going to have a good show. So we're just going to, if anybody's out there, sit back and chill and enjoy yourself. And guess what else you're going to do? Let that funk. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming on today. I really appreciate the love. Before I go any further, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say our country's going through some things right now where federal workers are not getting paid, mortgages are due, and stuff like that. I know it's not much, but reason why I'm doing this show is because I'm trying to make it feel better because everything is now so division. It's so much division in this country. It's unbelievable. So I'm gonna try and bring a smile to your face a little bit today. Okay, we're not gonna talk any IT today at all. Today we're gonna talk about a young man who's been barnstorming through North America and over the world. So we're gonna get into that sooner or later. Um, yeah, so we're gonna go that route today. We're gonna talk about some music that soothes the soul, and I'm gonna say I'm praying for this budget to get passed soon, ladies and gentlemen, because I feel bad for people that are still working right now for the federal government and they're not getting paid. I know people, trust me, I know them, and it's a sad situation where you have children, you got a mortgage, you got car payments, and the finance companies are not trying to hear it. So, but like I said, this is just a consolation, just to take yourself away from the monotonous stuff that's going on. So I hope anybody that's out there that's going through this, I just want to say I'm praying for you. I'm praying that this budget gets passed and be back on your feet. All right. So you're welcome to come in and make a comment during the show. I don't have a problem with that at all. Um, this is not like a civic show. This is all about mostly IT. But today we're going to talk about music. And this young gentleman, Mr. Matteo Mancuso, we're going to talk about that, okay? So if you feel like you want to come in and talk and feel better, you're more than welcome. All right. What else we got going on today? We have a huge slate of college football. I mean, major implications in some of these games. Oklahoma will play Ole Miss. Let's see who else we got. I think Alabama's playing today too. Uh, Michigan State. It's a rivalry game, but Michigan is really playing good ball. Okay. Um, but anything happens with in-state rivalry. Okay. University of Miami against Stanford. That's tonight at 7 o'clock on ESPN. The Michigan State 7:30 on NBC, and What else we have here? Uh, any other games that mean anything? Not really. Alabama and South Carolina, that's interesting because that could be what you call a trap game. Alabama's ranked number 4 in the country. South Carolina is not doing that good this year. And the game's in South Carolina. So um, hopefully Alabama will come through with that. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the slate of games on. Oh, excuse me, the biggest game, one of the big game today. Number 15 Missouri versus number 10 Vanderbilt. That game is in Nashville at the Vanderbilt campus. So other than that, I think that's it for the main games of college football today. So let's drop over to today's show. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but sometimes in the summertime, I like to sit in the backyard and listen to music, which I do, still do, but it was just too hot this summer to really enjoy it. But or look at videos where I have my tablet out there. But earlier this year, before it got hot, um, I'm downstairs in the basement, chilling, watching TV, and just going through the videos of YouTube. I came across the one about Matteo Mancuso. I'm like, this guy is unbelievable. He is so talented. Such a young guy. He'll be 29 in November, but he's unbelievable talented. And ladies and gentlemen, his drummer and the guy that's playing the bass, they are fantastic, unbelievably talented. But Matteo Mancuso, let's get into it. He is a child prodigy, ladies and gentlemen. His father was a well-known guitarist, classical guitarist, and also a music producer in the business in Sicily, in Palermo, in Sicily. Um, he also served as a mentor to his son, and also, like I say, the teacher master for his son. He's unbelievably talented, ladies and gentlemen. He's very, very talented. He has been known to. He started a band early in after school, and he has played classic songs, and redid them. Oh my God, unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. He has garnered so much attention from some of the best guitarists ever. Okay, he came to NAMM. I think it's a North American Music Merchandise. They have a big show in California, and in 2019, he participated as a judge, young guitar, and also he's also participated Young Guitar Festival in Bangkok, Thailand. Also, he's done master classes around the world. So he is unbelievably talented, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now, everyone's talk about how he doesn't play with a guitar pick because you think of all the heavy metal and all the jazz guitars are playing with a pick. Picks look like a little circle, like a triangle. Okay. His style is what they call free stroke with the index finger and middle finger to pick the strings like a classical guitar. So he is a classically trained guitarist. So he took that style to his electric guitar. We're gonna get about into what guitars that he plays. Okay, and he is considered one of the most talented guitarists right now. You got guys, jazz guitarists like Al Di Meola, Stephen Vai, Joe Bonamassa. Matter of fact, he's shown there's a video on YouTube where they played together. Tosin Abasi and Trevor Rabin. And ladies and gentlemen, he is just blowing people away. He did a concert tour in North America. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll get into that also. He's been blowing people away. Not necessarily selling out, but people, the word of mouth. They see his one show in one city, and then they go, "Oh, I'm gonna go see his show here. He's coming here." He's just blowing people away, ladies and gentlemen. He's unbelievably talented. I've never seen someone so gifted this way. Um, I'm 60 years old, and I'm trying to figure out who was that talented at a young age. I can't think of anybody like that. Um, God, because there's been so many good musicians over the years, and Someone told me George Benson was a prodigy. Uh, yeah, you could tell he's been playing for 60 years or more. Who else would you consider a prodigy? I'd say Paul McCartney is considered a prodigy. All right, because he writes and he plays the songs and he sings. I'm trying to think who else is considered a Billy Joel, kind of, sort of. He wasn't a true. He didn't learn music till later on, but he's a very talented pianist. Writes songs like crazy. But this guy right here, Matteo Mancuso. All right, you Billy Joel fans, don't jump on me. I love Billy Joel, but I think this Matteo Mancuso, even though he's not singing, my God, he is unbelievably talented, ladies and gentlemen. Um, he released an album called The Journey, and basically he's just saying thank you to all the people that his roots, which is jazz and rock, and any different genres he's been playing. Ladies and gentlemen, he is not going anywhere. He's only 29 years old, and he's unbelievable. His band is talented as hell too. Okay, and you got to see them, ladies. They're really, 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 really good. And his technique of his fingers that he uses doing shows is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, he is a classically trained guitar prodigy, and he took that into mainstream. Okay, and he has a beautiful tone to begin with, and he's unbelievable, unbelievable. I'm gonna read what someone had said about him. An absolute talent. His improvisational ability is light years ahead. It would take 2 or 3 lifetimes. It was like when Jaco Pastorius came on the scene. How did he get so good and so fast? This is from Al Di Meola, who is a fantastic jazz guitarist himself. All right. All right. We're going to talk about his band a little bit. He started off a band in 2017 called Snips. Okay. That jazz rock fusion, basically what he still plays today. And they did a song that was done by Jaco Pastorius called The Chicken. And it hit 2.2 million views on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. He did a jazz festival in Perugia, Italy. Okay. Okay. This is in 2017. He's offered a scholarship to Berkeley. Berkeley is one of the top music schools in the country besides Eastman in Rochester, New York. Berkeley College is probably one of the best, probably in the world. But he was awarded that scholarship, but he didn't take it because he's making more money. Okay. And he's done festivals, you know, close to his country and in Sicily and in Corsica. He's done shows in Frankfurt, Germany, and unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Like I said, he has a band. He created a band in 2017 called Snips. It included Salvatore Lima on drums and the bass guitars. His name is Ricardo Oliva. And that band has changed a little bit. Okay. So he still has Ricardo Oliva on the bass and keyboards. And his drummer is Gianluca Pallarito. Okay. If I say that, if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, let me know, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, they're fantastic. I'm not saying that because I'm a musician, but I've spoken to other people. I know a friend of mine saw them um, in Maryland. I was supposed to go see them in DC, but I couldn't do it because I had people coming from out of town. I just couldn't do it. But he did perform up at the Delfest in Cumberland, Maryland, which is like kind of country. It is country. Um, if you look at that show on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, him and his band were just ripping it. You hear me? Please, I'm not saying that to add to his lore, but ladies and gentlemen, he's backing it up. He's fantastic. He is really, really good. I'm not saying it. He is and he plays the guitar like he's playing a classical wooden guitar, ladies and gentlemen. here he is. I'm going to tell you some of the equipment that he also has. Um, he has done shows also. Like I say, he does Nam. He did a Nam show last year. Him, the same two guys with Ricardo Oliva and Gianluca Pellerito, and they did a Herbie Hancock song called "The Chameleon." Ladies and gentlemen, Matteo Mancuso. Look at the video. If you think I'm crazy, look at the video. They did the show, right? They did that song, and he just blew everybody away. So I'm not trying to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. He's such a talented guy, really is. Um, Also in 2019, he became an endorser of Yamaha guitar because he plays a Rev Star guitar right now. Okay, but like I said, he's done master classes all over the world, ladies and gentlemen, and he's very, very talented. Okay, um, he's done shows at the Blue Note in Milano. All right, it's unbelievable. So I'm gonna tell you some of the equipment that Matteo Mancuso does have. He plays a Yamaha Rev Star Custom. It's an oval C mahogany neck with a Paul Ferro fretboard. It has stainless steel frets, chambered Honduran mahogany body, a flamed maple top with nitro cellulose finish, cream pickguard and gold hardware. Comes with imperial pickups, a 5-way blade switch. Um, it says a pill style inlays and lumen lay fluorescent side dots. I don't know what it is, but damn it, he sounds good playing it. um, he has been getting a lot. He's been getting endorsements because of his guitar playing and the shows that he's been doing. Um, so he is endorsing equipment, guitars, amps, and everything like an amp company called Line 6 that he uses on his shows and recordings. Of course, Yamaha JTC guitar, Lab Audio Technology, Dogo Strings, Line 6, of course, I just talked about, and Bacchi guitars. I think they're from either Italy and Red Sound. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just talking about the shows he's been doing in North America. He's doing shows all over the world. He's on tour right now, according to what I just read in Europe. But he hasn't. He's not selling out, but he is selling out shows. But ladies and gentlemen, he's getting a crowd of people that that recognize his talent. He is unbelievably talented, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't say that to brag about him. Okay, I never met the guy. I'm just looking at his videos and some of the interviews he's had with people, and unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. And like I said, the guy on the bass guitar that they have right there, and his drummer, they are Ricardo Oliva and Gianluca Pellerito. They're fantastic. Even though Matteo gets the headlines, but the drum and bass guitar, they're very good too. You cannot go wrong in listening to them, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, they are. We're gonna play some music here. They're really good, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if they come around next year, Matteo Mancuso gets the accolades. All three of them deserve it. They're really good, and I just think that he's blessed, a prodigy. He's definitely a prodigy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and like I said, he's done re classics. Like I said, he did the Chameleon by Herbie Hancock and the Chicken by Jaco Pastorius. Also, Hanoba, that was done by Jaco Pastorius. I think he was with Weather Report at the time. But ladies and gentlemen, he is unbelievable. Please, I know things are tight right now. If you do have cable TV or if you have your phone, go to YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. He puts on a fantastic show. And I wouldn't say that about everybody, okay? Because he is really, really talented. Check him out, ladies and gentlemen. He's fantastic. And from what I gather, He's a very likable person. He seems like that. Okay, but if you get a chance, go check him out. He's really, really good. All right, but we're not gonna end on that note. We're gonna end on that note. I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing lately. Okay, so remember a few weeks ago I said that I bought a drone. I bought a DJI Neo drone. You're probably saying, so what is this guy getting into? Why is he doing this? So I was so interested, read about it. So okay. So I broke down and bought a drone from Amazon. And it is the DJI Neo. And I will say this, the pros really outweigh the cons. Okay? But getting the damn thing started is a pain in the butt. Because you got to charge that battery, okay, in the USB-C. So I did it through my laptop. I'm not going to do any more like that. I do have an external battery pack, the Anchor. But once you get it charged up, ladies and gentlemen, so there's a button you got to press. That's the problem, the button. You got to say hold it down 2 seconds. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way, damn it. So you got to play with that and make sure you take the piece off the camera. There's a camera on there, okay? So you take that off. You put the once you got it turned on, and you got it connected. If you have you got to use your phone because it doesn't come with a controller. That's down the line. So make sure you download the app to your phone, everything, blah, 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 do that. Once you do that, you connect it, it'll chirp, and then all the propellers will go. And then so what you got to do is there'll be a countdown. So the camera will look at you, and you got to press the program that you want the drone to fly on. All right, so there's all kind of different programs. So you could I did the simple one, to follow me. So I did that. I press that button, and it'll give you a countdown. On your phone, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The drone to go up. And ladies and gentlemen, I had the little grandbaby, and the drone was following us. the drone was following us. It was crazy. It was fun. So it has all different kind of flight patterns on it. I will say this, it's very fun. But starting up is a pain in the butt. But once you get that thing started, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a ball. I had a ball with it. So I got it on Prime, Amazon Prime Week, Prime Days. It goes way high up in the air, but like I said, where I live at, there's a lot of Wi-Fi interference. So I might have to take it to a regular park because it is, there's a lot of interference with the Wi-Fi. But other than that, I've been enjoying myself. And so one thing I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, that the battery does not last very long. It says 18 minutes, give or take 15 to 18 minutes. So I went out and bought an extra battery. And having that extra battery makes a big difference, so you can have a little fun. But make sure, would I recommend it? Yes. A lot of fun. Just remember I said the startup is a pain in the ass, excuse my language. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the show on this note. And this is Lighter Than Air. I just want to say thank you, everybody coming on. And please think about those workers that are out there that are working for nothing right now, possibly not being able to pay the mortgage or rent on time. I feel for you. I've been in situations like this in my life, and I'm just going to praise you and give you the strength that we're going to make it, and hopefully the budget will pass. So on that note, everyone have a great day. Good luck and be well. I love you all.